What's up YouTube, Gemini Johnny back again with another compilation of some of the wildest TikTok conspiracy theories I can find. If you enjoy this kind of content, be sure and join me every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and if you're a member of the channel, member Mondays at 4:15 PM PST. I'm always there for the premiere and the chat, or I try to be, so come say hi. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're not. I'm still hovering around 65 to 70% of my viewers not actually subscribed to my channel, which, I appreciate you watching, but sub up so you never miss a video. Turn on the notification bell if you really don't want to miss one. Alright, now without further ado, let's jump.
Yo, you want to see some real shit? But weird as fuck? AI is predicting who the president is, because this shit is crazy. Watch this shit. That was motherfucking crazy. Facts.
Why?
Yo, you want to see some real shit?
So, for reference, this was posted August 21st of 2023. I mean, I don't think it's any secret who's running for president, right? How is this predicting? If you would have showed me this video in, I don't know, 2014 or something, I would have been like, dog, you tripping. But I would have remembered it, and now I'd be like, damn, that dude was onto something. But you ran this AI prompt 6 months ago. You're like, oh, showing the prediction, AI knows the future. Like, no, bro. Everybody knows it was going to be two old grumpy white men. And yeah, we knew Trump was running again. And this other guy looks like, it kind of looks like Biden and Putin had a love child. Nobody show that to Putin, all right? It's just jokes, bro. Don't put me on no list.
This is one of the wildest conspiracy theories I've ever heard before. So there's this book called Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey, which was written in 1893. The story is about a boy named Baron who lives in Trump Castle. And Baron became bored with his life of luxury and decided to go on an adventure. And on this adventure, he was being guided by a man named Don, who helped him find a time travel portal in Russia. Then the same author wrote a sequel 3 years later, and he titled it The Last President. The main plot of this book was about a wealthy man who lived on Fifth Avenue in New York City that decided to run for president. Then shortly after he wins the election that no one thought he could, he's inaugurated and he selects a new cabinet member by the name of Mr. Pence. Then, after his inauguration, since no one thought he would win, people erupted into violence, and people started to riot and damage property left and right. So here's where it gets really weird. Nikola Tesla, who had claimed to have figured out time travel, had about 80 trunks worth of his life's work. When he died in 1943, the man responsible for collecting all of his work was an MIT professor by the name of John G. Trump, Donald Trump's uncle. And get this, after John Trump died, there's rumors that Donald Trump inherited Tesla's work. So the theory is, Donald Trump used a time machine to travel into the future where he saw Hillary Clinton win the presidency, which then led the US into a complete collapse. So he traveled back in time, decided to run for president to try to save the country. All right, no more internet today.
Yeah, I've heard all that, but I haven't read the book. Is that true? I wonder if that guy read the book. If any of you read that book and that's actually accurate, I mean, it probably is. I don't know. The novels recount the adventures of the German boy Wilhelm Heinrich Sebastian von Trump. His name isn't even Trump, it's Trump. Troomp, who goes by Baron Trump as he discovers. Novels recount the adventures of German boy Wilhelm Heinrich Sebastian von Trump, who goes by Baron Trump as he discovers weird underground civilizations, offends the natives, flees from his entanglements with local women, and repeats his pattern until arriving back home at Castle Trump. Sounds like he had a fun little childhood. Novels are part of a trend in U.S. children's literature that responded to the demand for fantastic adventure stories triggered by Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. They were, however, indifferently received and did not enter the canon of children's literature. An 1891 reviewer wrote about one of Lockwood's novels. The author labels through 300 pages of fantastic and grotesque narrative, now and then striking a spark of wit. But the sparks emit little light and no warmth, and one has to fumble for the story. Dang! They read Ingersoll Lockwood to pieces, man. Now and then striking a spark of wit, but the sparks emit little light and no warmth. Damn, that's cold. Get it? Ryota also mentioned another book of Lockwood's, 1900, or The Last President, in which New York City is riven by protests following the shocking victory of a populist candidate in the 1896 presidential election, who brings on the downfall of the American Republic. Well, let's hope it's not true. Trump really did have an uncle named John, and John Trump really did have a connection to Nikola Tesla, but that's where that one ends. So, it's I don't know. From what I'm reading, it sounds like the FBI did go in and confiscate all of Tesla's files after he passed because they didn't trust his nephew, who was a Yugoslavian U.S. ambassador or something. They didn't trust him to have it because they thought he would give it to the enemy. Can't really find anything definitive saying that John Trump was a part of the team that extracted those, but it's possible. He does have weird ties. Let's look him up. Yeah, couldn't find anything definitive on John Trump being involved with that or his uncle, whatever, Fred Trump. No, John was his uncle, Fred was his dad. Couldn't find anything definitive on anyone having their hands on the Nikola Tesla files. That's how conspiracy theories work. Can't usually find definitive information, but it's fun to think about. It would be wild if they, of all people, the Trumps are the ones that know how to do time travel.
Did this song from 1969 predict the events of 2024? This theory says yes. So back in 1969, there was a song that was released called Age of Aquarius, Let the Sun Shine In by a band named The Fifth Dimension. In their lyrics, they speak very specifically about what the Age of Aquarius is and what will happen during the Age of Aquarius. Now, for those of you that don't know, the Age of Aquarius just began on January 20th of 2024. The band detailed that during the Age of Aquarius, there will be harmony and understanding, sympathy, trust abounding, and no more falsehoods or lies. And at the very beginning of 2024, the Age of Aquarius, this is already happening. There has been news about aliens and extra-dimensional beings, billionaires and millionaires coming out and being candid about their preparation for the end of the world by building bunkers. Big governments and individuals being exposed for lying, cheating, stealing, and hurting other people. And most importantly, news about World War III has been coming out day after day, warning us that something big is about to happen and that our world will change forever. Now, although some are hopeful for the Age of Aquarius, others are actually very fearful of it because some believe that the world will end during the Age of Aquarius, which is right around now. Now, whether you believe in astrology or if this band was right or wrong, none of that matters. We do see that something is changing and happening in our world right now, and we have to be prepared for it. So are you prepared for the Age of Aquarius and what's to come? Tell me what you think in the comments.
From my knowledge, I'm not like I know I call myself Gemini Jonny, but I'm not like an astrological expert or anything. But my understanding is that the Age of Aquarius is like an age of enlightenment and the return of the divine feminine and like things being good. So, I don't know. Maybe the aliens are going to pop down and fix things up for us. Maybe not. So, go be a good person. Probably not. I don't know. I think we got a few years. 2027, I think that's when we're going to see the aliens.
All right, guys. We're pretty sure we're onto a pretty big conspiracy theory here, so stay tuned. We'll show you what's going on here. And we are currently in a place that has this logo on there. As you can see, we're in that place. They're putting a new thing in. What's this little guy? Now, we need to be a bit quiet here, don't we?
Right, yeah. We're not sure if they're changing from one to the other. I did hear a rumor that this particular shop that we currently are in are going to be stocking that Anko brand, which belongs to the other shop. But I don't know, I just can't. I think it's really odd that they've got one label on one bit in a different shop.
Very interesting. 2024 is going to be very...
Who owns Target? Target Corporation. Owned by the Dayton Corporation. Brands and subsidiaries. All right, let's go. Who owns Kmart? Newcomers owned by ESL Investments. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. They don't seem to be owned by the same people, so that is weird. People in the comments of the video are saying they're owned by the same. This girl said Kmart and Target have merged. They were both under West Farmers anyway, which I've never heard of that, but, an Australian conglomerate headquartered in Perth. This could very well be it, though. Kmart, Target, yeah. So there you go. This West Farmers is a Australian conglomerate that owns Target and Kmart in Australia. So, 5 minutes of research, and they would have known that. Critical thinking people. Another AI.
What happened to the real Celine Dion? I'm not sure how many people were watching the Grammys last night, but I don't know. This wasn't looking like the real Celine Dion to me. What do you all think about this? Did any of you all watch this? Just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too much of a conspiracy theorist. Oh, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Because, you know, gotta say that. But, I don't know, man. To me, it just didn't look like the same person. Maybe I'm just being a little too on the paranoid side.
Is it?
Or maybe there's just, you know, something to this, because you got Oprah looking different. You got Jamie Foxx looking different. You got Celine Dion looking different. So what's really going on? Can't really delve too much into it on here, but
No.
I'm sure you all are smart enough to put 2 and 2 together. Comment down below.
This dude's a freaking doofus. First of all, one of those, she's posing for a picture. One of those, she's in the middle of talking. So, and it's a screenshot. So obviously, you make weird faces when you're talking. You can screenshot. You know how many times I've seen weird faces while I'm editing my videos that I'm making because I'm in the middle of saying something? Second, yeah, plot twist. Women in Hollywood's faces change sometimes. Plastic surgery is not a secret, bro. And look, I'm not fully disregarding the clone claims. That might happen, probably not, but it might. Cause yeah, the Jamie Foxx one is weird. I'm pretty sure doesn't he like not have that tattoo on the back of his head anymore? I don't know. I could have been duped, but yeah, I don't know. That guy's a goober.
This right here is what you call fake news, misinformation, everything that Democrats claim the people on the right do. It's exactly what this is. Donald Trump and Bill Clinton among those named in Epstein docs. When the Epstein docs actually exonerated Trump multiple times. And then they add this picture to it? Are you kidding?
You know, yeah. Some people say pictures are worth 1,000 words, right? How many thousands of words are there of them together? There's, you know, I don't know, the Epstein docs might have exonerated him. I don't know. But I also know that you probably, especially if you're one of the inner circle, you probably weren't put on those flight logs every time you were on that plane. But, you know, at the end of the day, the truth is the most important in that case, obviously, whether he's on the list or not, or whether he's exonerated or not. I don't really care. I think everybody should be questioned if they had any relation to Epstein. And Trump seemed like he had a lot of relation to Epstein. So, that being said, MSNBC is going to spin a narrative. Every major media outlet's going to spin a narrative. I'm working on a piece on media literacy and critical thinking. I'm going to do a video on it in the future. So, you know, keep an eye out for that. But yeah, we'll talk about how to source your information and how to use multiple sources to get a more clear picture of the full narrative. Yeah, obviously, if you're looking to one news source, it's probably not very healthy. I have heard that he was exonerated in the Epstein docs, so that is weird. And of course, they're gonna, you know, push their narrative, but what they do. I like how she said the Democrats are spinning this narrative. Bill Clinton's on there too, bro. They said Bill Clinton is named too. So what's your logic there? That's what I don't like. This is like my side or your side. Like, why does it have to be the Democrats spinning this narrative? It's the establishment spinning the narrative one way or another. It's the media spinning the narrative. And Bill Clinton is named right there. I don't know why that has to be, like, the Clintons are like the Democratic royalty. So I don't know why you're acting like that's some Democrat move. Dumb. Do away with the two-party system. Oh my God.
I was born on the 13th. I turned 13 on Friday the 13th. My first album went gold in the US in 13 weeks. Every time I've won an award at an award show, I've been seated in row M, which is the 13th letter, or like the 13th seat, or the 13th row, or the 13th section. It's really a good number.
13, Taylor's lucky number, which bodes very well for the Chiefs.
Super Bowl 58, 5 plus 8 is 13. February 11th, 2-11,
Oh my God.
13. Versus the 49ers, 4-9.
Oh my God.
13. 1 seed versus 3 seed, 13.
Oh my God.
Brock Purdy's jersey
Anyone's
number.
putting money on the Niners at this point?
Yeah.
You're fighting God. You're fighting God herself.
I at least like that narrative better than she's actually Anton LaVey's daughter or whatever. Have you guys heard this one? That, yeah, supposedly Taylor Swift is the daughter of the founder of the Church of Satan. First of all, that woman is like 75 years old. She's active on social media. She cannot also be Taylor Swift. Just because she kind of looked like Taylor Swift 40 years ago So dumb. It's the dumbest. And like it's such a quick Google. Like who was Anton LaVey's daughter? Oh, he had 2 plus a couple sons or something. I don't know if that's accurate, but actually, here, let's see how quick this is. I'm gonna go, boom. Anton LaVey kids. Xena Shrek. Kind of tight. Her name is Shrek. Carla LaVey and Satan Xerxes Carmacki LaVey. Xena Shrek. Let's just look her up real quick. She's on Instagram at Xena Shrek _art. Like she is a full-grown lady, bro. She's an old woman. She does still kind of resemble Taylor Swift. It's kind of weird. But I'm pretty sure she like left the churches that her dad started, the Church of Satan. Yeah, she just posts like pictures of flowers and her horse, and I think she's like a born-again Christian or something, which, you know, whatever. I probably would be too if I was raised in the Church of Satan, in like Anton LaVey's Church of Satan, you know what I mean? So that's fun. Yeah, dude, leave Taylor Swift alone. That's what I feel like right now.
This for entertainment purposes only. Have y'all seen this Trump float? Pay attention to all the symbolism on it. That's definitely Roman. All these eagles, that's Roman. Roman in Greece. Number 2, why is they having a parade about you in Italy? Look at the bottom of the sword. Yeah, look at that. Y'all see that? And then that definitely looks like some Russian shit. Let's go back to it. That definitely looks like some Russian shit on his shoulder. And the whole giddy up looks like a big ass beast. I don't know, Trump dog, but I got some questions about the symbolism that was on your float. It's some questions that's very questionable. Let me know what y'all think about this Trump float in Italy in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom, and stay tuned.
I see a bull on the chest. I see a squid on his breastplate. Heart, maybe?
That's definitely Roman.
Wings. I feel like this is gotta be making fun of him. Said it was in Italy? There's a whole Wikipedia page for this, dude. Master Drone, also known as God Emperor Trump, was a 65-foot paper mache sculpture and float depicting Donald Trump, the president of the United States at the time, dressed as the fictional God Emperor of mankind from the Warhammer 40,000 franchise. It was created by the Italian artist Fabrizio Galli in the Carnival of Viareggio. Yeah, I'm 0.9% Italian. You heard it. Sculpture depicted Donald Trump wearing golden armor based on that of the God Emperor of mankind from Warhammer 40,000. The knee and shoulder pads of the armor depicted the heads of various political figures. Right, yeah, that's what the sickle and hammer and Putin right there. In his right hand, Trump held a sword upon which were blue birds, the former logo of Twitter. Engraved on the blade of the sword was the Italian phrase "Dazi vostri," which translates to "your taxes" or "your duties." But it's also a pun on "cazzi vostri," meaning "you're in trouble." The sculpture included multiple moving parts. He stated that the sculpture was intended to mock the Trump presidency and that the Trump shares parallels with the fictional dictator from Warhammer 40,000. So look, I don't like the guy either. But let's stop misrepresenting things and presenting them to the world. Like, that dude spent, I don't know, however long he spent making that video, and it just took me 2 minutes to Google it and figure out that it's an art piece. It was designed to make fun of him. Yeah. Of course, there's a bunch of weird symbolism in it. It's supposed to be. I just don't understand. Zero critical thinking put into this, you know?
Roseanne Barr, did you see what she said today? She said she doesn't see a 2024 election even happening in the United States.
I don't think we're going to have no election.
You want to bet money?
I'll bet.
How much?
I'll bet big. I don't think we're going to have no election.
$1,000.
All right.
Shake hands.
I did not want to hear that.
I mean, it's possible because if Russia does technically declare war or we declare war, then he can stay in.
Right, he could declare martial law, or you could literally go into the War Powers Act, which then takes him out of the occasion, and then you have an entire emergency set up right now.
Leading political analyst Roseanne Barr. What are we doing? I like it. Who are these freaking douchebags that are gonna present some shit that Roseanne Barr said on the Joe Rogan Experience as like political fact? Did you hear? Roseanne Barr said there might not be an election in 2024. What are we gonna do? Oh, you idiots! It's so frustrating. Like, these people have like a legit setup. They're like they have like some funding going into their podcast, and they say shit like that. Have you no pride? Do you not have any integrity? Like, is that what it is? You just go on and boldface lie to people for the clicks and the views. Ugh. I will never be that. I promise you. Ugh, it's so disgusting, dude. Did you hear what Roseanne Barr said? Jesus Christ. Roseanne Barr said she lives off of rat poison. Did you guys hear about this? Maybe we need to start trying rat poison. You dumb These are the type of people that are always out talking about everyone's a sheep. Everyone's a follower. Nobody wants to... Pot f***ing kettle, bro.
Guys, something big is happening. New secret window, usdeadclock.org. Who can tell me what this is? I have no idea what this is. Somebody tell me.
Oh. I get why it's a conspiracy. Look, all right. How do we cover this without going too deep? If you haven't heard of the Pizzagate conspiracy, it was a bunch of hacked, leaked, however you want to look at it, emails of a bunch of senators and sitting politicians and stuff. The Podesta emails, you might remember, it's a big talking point. And look, I know a lot of stuff that like the QAnon crowd and the conspiracy theories crowd, they can say some pretty wild stuff, but go read those emails and just read the actual emails. Try to, you can find them online. Just Google Podesta emails or leaked Pizzagate emails. And the way they talk about pizza, it just doesn't sound like they're talking about pizza. And I don't know what the hell else they would be talking about, but it's real creepy. So, go look at those for yourself, make up your own mind. But I read those emails. I don't think they were talking about pizza. But I don't really want to do any more digging into it because I don't really want to know what they were talking about. But I think we all know. It is pretty funny to see like all these celebrities just eating pizza. But all that being said, I don't know if any of you ever worked at a large event or anything like that, but they are a nightmare. And you have to feed everyone too. You're lucky you got pizza. That girl said, "Where's the lamb chops?" Get out of here. You're going to get this half a personal pizza and you're going to like it. It is funny that they're feeding celebrities this like what looks like cold, stale pizza. These people are like, "Can I Uber Eats some Nobu or something? Like, do I have to eat this?" That's funny.
It's happening. We saw these all over Washington. Now some of these other people said to me, but we all saw the same thing all around town. Check it out.
Follow to see more.
Well, if you can ignore the dork at the bottom in his cop cosplay, some pretty interesting footage. It's kind of hard to tell. I know it's kind of small. It's kind of small for me too, but it's kind of hard to tell, if it was faked or not, but it's definitely weird. And, one way or another, UFOs and aliens and life from other planets is going to be a part of our regular life in the next decade. And discussions about it. It's already happening. The, Commander David Fravor and Lieutenant Grush or whatever. with them, you know, doing the Senate hearings, we're gonna start seeing more of that. So prepare yourselves. It's gonna get weird. It's gonna get weird. There you have it, folks. That is another compilation of the wildest TikTok conspiracy theories I can find. We did it, we done it. We're doing it some more. If you enjoy this kind of content, you can check out my entire conspiracy playlist in the description below. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe before you get out of here. I know you forgot when I told you earlier. Leave a comment and let me know what your favorite conspiracy theory is, or one that you believe in, or one that you don't. Don't forget to join me every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and Monday at 4:15 PM PST for a brand new video. And until next time, stay creepy.